Over at VicRoads, it's been a case of wrong way, go back, because they've looked at all the rego renewal notices they have sent out for the next financial year. So these are people whose rego are due in July and onwards, and they've worked out that 180,000 people have been undercharged, and they are threatening that if you don't pay up the extra money they want from you, your car is going to be unregistered. Now, basically what happened was they were sitting there at VicRoads, and of course, we know bureaucrats have got nothing better to do than not look at the work in front of them, so they just hit the button that sent off the rego renewal notices, which in Victoria usually come by email. What they failed to do was add on the price hike that comes for the new financial year, which is 3.4%. So people have received their renewal notice and gone, yippee, that looks like the same amount it was for the last 3 months. They've paid it, assuming that from July onwards their car will continue to be registered. But the Transport Department says, no, we actually want more money from you. People who got the email saying we need more money or your car's not going to be registered, they thought it was a scam. One motorist was quoted in the Herald Sun as saying, there are so many dodgy emails and texts going around, and then I got one from VicRoads saying they want me to pay more. And you can understand why you would read that and go, hang on a minute, this smells a little bit. VicRoads itself has said incorrect pricing on registration renewal notices was recently sent to some customers. This has now been fixed, but we apologise for any inconvenience caused. Now, I'm sorry, Joe. If VicRoads sends you a renewal notice and you pay the amount that was written on the renewal notice, tough titties if they didn't put the right amount of money on it. You paid it. You deserve to get what you paid for with the money you paid.
I think let's just have it so that it's fair for both parties. I'm going to give VicRoads what I think I owe them, and then if they complain that it's not enough, say, oh, no, I'm sorry, but that was what I felt that you were entitled to pay. This is phenomenal. So, just to recap, just to put this in context, we are in the middle of a cost of living crisis. Yes. The Victorian government is jacking up the price of its registrations to help fill the budget black hole caused by all its COVID lockdowns. It then forgets that it's actually doing this savage, just out of control cash grab, sends it for the previous amount, and then has to remind almost 200,000 people that it's actually charging them more. And that this then gets interpreted by said people as so hopelessly, transparently incompetent and such a malicious, barefaced, shameless cash grab that it must be a scam from a Nigerian prince. This is the level we have gotten to in the People's Republic. It is just unbelievable.
I've got to tell you, registration in Victoria is extortionate. I've had a car registered in Victoria. And
it can't be worse than New South Wales.
Mine's due.
With the green slip, blue slip,
oh my God,
when I moved to this state, I seriously, it gave me anxiety. The ridiculous system, seriously, if New South Walians, yes, that is a term because I keep using it, had any idea how straightforward this is in my home state of Western Australia, it would curl your hair. No pink slip, green slip, blue slip. It's nonsense. You just pay your rego, and included in that is your comprehensive insurance. And none of this, all the colours of the rainbow jolly slips you've got to get different things.
Got my pink slip, I got my green slip. My mechanic is going to Greece. I don't know if he's coming back.
But in Victoria,
all of it is a cash grab, right? They've just made up the most complex system that they possibly can. So New South Wales can pocket all this rubbish. You're raising money on rubbish. You don't need a pink slip. Now you need a blue slip, the green slip. Yeah, okay, that one's needed. But just call it what it is instead of...
But at least in New South Wales, they rip you off to your face.
True, but
they're doing it in Victoria. Then there'll be the rip-off tax.
They have a slip It's called the "We Got It Wrong" slip. Here it is coming under your door. Please pay us more money. I don't know how they can legitimately get away with this, because if
well, they shouldn't be allowed to.
If you're sent an invoice, if you perform a job for someone, or someone performs a job for you, and they send you the invoice, and the invoice says it's payable by this date, it's $2,000 to have your plumbing done, right? You pay the $2,000 to your plumber, okay?
That's a good deal.
For argument, it is a good deal, but for argument's sake, right? Then the plumber comes back to you a month later and says, "Oh, sorry, mate, I undercharged you for that job. Can you give me another $200? It wouldn't work.
Forgot to add GST.
It wouldn't work.
So
but the government can just say, "Oh, we got it wrong. We want to charge you more money now."
Yeah, no, look, this
legal?
is firstly a ginormous bungle that they haven't not given any explanation for. Not that we need one. It's government. We know that you're incompetent above all else. But you would think that in the middle of a cost of living crisis, you'd just save face and be like, you know what? Just thought we'd help you guys out.
I love how in the message explaining how much they've stuffed it up, they almost try to get some credit by fixing the screw up that they did in the first one, where they say, you know, incorrect pricing on registers was recently sent to some cases. This has now been fixed. Well done, you.
Thanks.
Haven't you done well, eh?
In a store in Australia, if something is unclearly priced, you are more than entitled to buy it for the lower price.
Yeah.
Or to steal it.
Again, if you've invoiced me twice,
just take it.
whose fault is that? Surely I'm under no obligation to cough up the rest that you want.
Do you remember when they first introduced the scanners and everyone said, "Oh, those, you know, the checkout scanners, they're never going to work. That's a rip-off. It's never going to catch on. We need the checkout chicks." And all the supermarkets said, "You know what? If it scans the wrong price," everyone says, "Well, how do we know it's the right price?" They said, "If it scans the wrong price and it's less, that's it. That's yours for that price. That's it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't scan properly or whatever, it's yours for free." What happened to that?
I did not know about that.
Yeah. They said it everywhere.
I am literally just going to camp out in the self-serve checkouts now, and every time someone puts their hand up because another one of those babies is malfunctioning, I'll just be like, "Did you know they promised this would be free?" Because it's just stuffing up.
Consumer rights warrior.
Moving on now to, yes. No, I am. I love this stuff. Did you know that if a store has their policy saying, "Oh, after 30 days you can't return this," or, "Oh, it's on sale, you can't return this," both those things are complete bogus. Ladies especially, tune in.
If you were the consumer watchdog, I would be genuinely afraid.
More than 30 days, literally, and I've never lost once. When I go to the counter and I say, "Look, I understand that's what you're taught to say and that's your store policy, but according to Australian consumer law, you've got to give me my money back because I'm bringing your product back." End of. The manager refunds you every single time because they know you're right.